Hey y'all, it's your girl Latanya of Lacquer Lashes. Come on in here. If you are watching this in the replay, feel free to comment below so we can give you some replay love. And so that we know the after party is alive and well. If you are watching this live, you could be watching live on Instagram or on YouTube because we are dual streaming, but the replay is only going to post on YouTube. I would absolutely love if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the things, so that way you're officially part of the Lacquer Lashes community, and also so you get your notifications. I do know on YouTube you do need to turn on like the alarm so you actually get the notification, and then on Instagram you want to turn your notifications on as well. Y'all, we are down to the home stretch here on the annual Lacquer to Lashes live swatch roundup for PBE. Every year I do my best to get a pretty good group or a good amount of the makers that will be at PBE, and I think this year I did pretty good. So that way I try to make it so that you guys know you can come here and you can, okay, I'll be able to see live swatches here of, you know, information and just going through the information. My sister's here on YouTube, Cheesy Potatoes. Hey, Lord Cherry. On Instagram, we have Nail Polish is My Therapist. Love that. Chris is here from Plant Nerd Broom. Hey, Chris. I Am Jelly is here. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, so tonight, y'all, we've got a jam-packed night again. So tonight we're going to start with some goodies from Glitter Unique, and then we're going to move into Hearts and Promises, and then we're going to end the night with Alchemy. I know you guys... Do you have Alchemy? Are you going to have Alchemy? Is there going to be Alchemy? Will you have... Yes, I have Alchemy. I have all of the things from Alchemy. And I can tell you that today I got a delivery from KB Shimmer and from Swamp Gloss as well. And then that's going to end out our lives, you guys. I'm going to do... Tomorrow I'll go live with Swamp Gloss and KB Shimmer. And then I will do in the evening with a recap live to show off the Doorbusters and the collabs, like the duos that are happening. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll combine that with a Q&A for folks that are like, you know, what should I expect from PBE and blah, 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 right? So that'll be a lot of fun, and that'll be tomorrow. All right. Hey, Mida Forge, thanks for joining. Hey, Hearts and Promises. Your ears must be burning because I was just telling the folks that we will have some Hearts and Promises goodies. And word on the street is I have some chocolate. It's not word on the street. There definitely is some chocolate in there because I had to put your entire package up because Mr. Apollo could smell it. And he actually had, I don't know if that's soap or a lotion bar that was in there, but it really smelled like chocolate. And he had it in his, he had the plastic in his mouth. So I had to put the whole package up. The whole package had to go up because it literally, the whole package smelled like chocolate, which love for me, hate for him, and hate for me for him to know that there's chocolate in his house because as you know, he loves chocolate. And as you know, dogs are not meant to have chocolate. He especially likes chocolate martinis. Yes. Oh, my husband was so mad I wouldn't let him eat the chocolate. Now, Chris, now you need to share. No, that's not right. Okay, y'all, let me go ahead and turn the camera around, and we're going to have a little mixing fun here with Glitter Unique. So, Apollo, what is the deal? You guys, having a dog is just like having a kid. Like, they wait until you get on the phone with your girlfriend to where they want to ask you a million and one questions. I'm hungry. I need this. I need that. Apollo, just lay there. Just lay there, okay? Just lay there and relax in your nice cushy bed with your nice cushy blanket, all right? Your other blanket is over there. You're fine. Okay, so I got my hands on this little sampler here, you guys. It's the Chroma FX sample pack, and this will be available at PBE for $35. And we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 samples of pigment. Now, when I was talking to Nikki, and last year she sent me, it was a mixing kit that you could get at PBE, and I was, happy. I would have been absolutely happy to do that mixing kit, right? And where you can make a bunch of different polishes or what have you. And as her and I were chatting, I said, I really would like something nice and easy, kind of like Tina Turner, right? And she says, I got the perfect thing for you. Guys, we are going to make toppers. You know how much I love toppers. Hey, Lynn, thanks for joining. Plant Nerd Room on Instagram Live says, yay, mixing chroma. Yes. Oh, you know what? Let me turn on. Hey, Linaki, I think, on YouTube. Let me go to my channel so I can definitely have up it pause or anything like that. So let's see here. Come on, just open the live. Can I go here? Will it take me there? Yep. Okay. Oop, let's mute that. All right. Hey, me skits, thanks for joining on YouTube. Okay, guys, allegedly, this is going to be super easy for us to do. So I've got these pigments. So now this kit will be this set of pigments will be $35. It's only the pigments. So now if you're somebody like me, you're like, well, what I need something to mix the pigments in. I don't know if she'll have a separate kit, or, if you could buy, the suspension or what have you. I'm not sure how all that works. You can definitely talk to Nikki and Brian at the show, but they were kind enough to send me. So we've got some suspension here. Y'all, we're going to keep this super simple. Now, last year, I did do a pre-order for my polishes. And we'll have to see if I do a pre-order for my pigments this year, my toppers this year. And then she sent me a bunch of these cute little bottles, and then I've got, these are 8 milliliters, so then I've got some caps with them as well. Now, okay, Nikki, now these brushes, Nikki, is boo-boo. Listen, I keeps it real. Now, Nikki, what? Now, girl, this is like you giving me a hot dog with ketchup on it, although I do like ketchup on my hot dogs. This is like my Uber showing up, and it's a 75 Pinto. What? Now, this will be good enough, but listen, if I'm really going to use this, and now I'm not going to be able to, so I guess what we do is, this is how you do that, and then you just put that there, and you do it like this. Hold on. Okay. So then we've got our cap is ready to go. All right. All right. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Let's get some of these out here. Okay. Now, hey, Two Ducks Given and Robertson Frida and Katrina and Sarah and Pinky Purple Nail Girly have joined an Instagram Live. Okay, so now we've got some little mixing containers here. Oh, she also gave me some mixing balls to put in there. She gave me little scooper fingers for pigment, okay? And then she gave me some wood things to mix with, all right? So we've got everything that we need. You know, the only thing is I probably should have put down like a, you know what, that's okay. This came in here, so we're gonna use this as a little cover thing here, okay? I'm gonna keep this, like I said, nice and easy, just like Tina Turner said. We're gonna put these over here, okay? We're gonna open up our suspension. Now, when you're a professional like me, you don't really use a recipe or anything like that anyway, okay? When you know what you're doing, like I know what I'm doing. Now you, my sister, and you know what? How many days till Hobby Lobbying happens? what do we say? Wait, that's tomorrow Mama Comes, right? Yep, tomorrow Mama Comes. My sister on YouTube says, and have those been sent out yet? You know, Laura, I was very clear when I did the pre-order that the turnaround time was anywhere between 1 to 2 years, okay? So please mind your business there, thank you, and not my business, thank you. Okay, so like I was saying, when you're an expert like myself, now is this already open? Let's see here, hold on. Is it? I can't tell. I don't think it's open. Let's see. Let me get, do I just, now I am an expert, so I know that I'm going to just take a little thing here and I'm going to just stick it in there, okay, and open that up. If you're, you might want to be taking notes, y'all. Make sure you're taking your notes, okay? So we're just going to open this up here. Shy Foster and Airy K5R said hi on YouTube. And just a reminder, if you can't tell, well, right now we're mixing pigments that we can use on toppers for polish. And we've got some. So I'm wondering, do I do the topper or do I do the polish? Like figure out what polish I want. So what I did was I took out all of the creams that I've gotten through PBE thus far, and we will be using those as the base. What do we want to, which one do we want to start with first? I feel like this orange is calling out my name. So this is Chroma FX Pigment 04, and I'll show you in the back here. You can see it's got beautiful golden shimmer in there. That's beautiful. Okay, so let's do this. We are going to do, now again, I'm an expert, so I don't really need to measure, but for your benefit, I'm going to make sure I tell you how much I'm using. And, you know what? What did she say here? She said, we're going to use, we're going to use, as an expert, I'm going to do these are 8 milliliter. Okay, hold on. 8, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, we're going to go up to here, 3/4. Okay. Wait, hold on. Let me just look at here. Oh, that's 20. Oh, wait. No. We're going to go here. We're going to go here. So 7.5 or 5. We're going to go to 5 first. Okay. Now, again, when you're an expert like me, we don't measure. It's just like with cooking, we don't measure, but I understand that not everybody's at my skill level. So wait, hold on. I'm trying to do this so I can see where we're at here. Where is the line at now, y'all? Okay, hold on now for a minute. Hold on. I might have to use my little Sharpie here because I can't even see the line. Okay, where is this line at? Here we go. All right, there we go. All right. Now, where is... Okay, that's about good. So then we're going to take this. Now, when you're opening up your pigment, you do want to, it can go flying. So you want to make sure you don't have your fan on and you just want to, now you could put on gloves. I apparently am not putting on gloves. And then I'm just going to grab one of my little scooper things here. Now, again, when you've been doing this as long as I have, measuring is not really something that I would do, but I'm going to, for your benefit, tell you how many you're going to count. So that's 2, and let's just go with 3 to start with, okay? And again, all we're doing is we're going to make a fun little topper here, okay? And then we're going to mix, all right? Ooh, that's pretty. Now you could, now you see that? Ooh, look how pretty that is, y'all. Now you could mix in some other pigments, right? But I think I just want to keep it super simple tonight. And at least with this one, you just keep mixing. Just make sure that you got all of your pigment mixed in. You don't want to have any lumps or bumps in there, okay? It's not like pancake mix where you got to worry about over mixing it. We shared a table at PVE class a few years ago. I know you're a natural. Yes, 2 ducks given. Yes. And I'm pretty sure in that, well, I was teaching that class though, wasn't I? I mean, I might have sat at the table with you, but didn't I teach the entire table of how to make polish? 2 ducks given. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that was the year that Christy asked me to teach. Pretty sure that was. All right, so that looks good. And then you're just gonna, you do this, okay? And I'm giving you the tricks of the trade here. So, when you're an expert like myself, okay, you mix and then you do this, okay? And you just keep doing this a couple of times. You want to see the consistency of it. You want to make sure, and then you're going to look at it, you're going to do this on the stick or whatever so you can see the shifts and transitions, okay? That's how, when you've been doing it as long as I have been. Yes, it was actually the master class they discontinued. Yeah, yes, I know. And, I apologize. Christy had asked me, she said, Tanya, that master class that you did was, everybody loved it. And I was like, Christy, I just have way too much going on right now. I really wish I could commit to it, but I just couldn't commit to doing another master class. So maybe in the future, 2 ducks given. All right. So, but again, me being well-versed in this, I've just added a little bit more, okay? Just a little bit more. And I'm noticing, yes, okay? And I'm liking that consistency, all right? And it's just, when you've been doing it as long as I have, you feel it when it's right. 2 ducks given, you understand, okay, thank you, my love. So I can feel when the consistency is right, okay? Yeah, that feels good. Yeah, okay. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, now you might just go ahead and pour it in your bottle. No. You're going to, now what you wanna do is, you wanna get a little swatch wheel, okay? And you're gonna take your brush, right? And you're going to swatch it on here just to make sure that it's giving what you want it to give. Now I'm gonna swatch it here in the middle because, I just wanna, yeah. And that technique that I just used is called the swirly whoopie doopie. So you go left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, zigzag. So left, right, left, left, right, left, right, left, right, zigzag. It's the swirly loop doo doo doot. Okay. And so now that we have it on our, Laura, is it giving you problems on YouTube? Because I see that you're on Instagram Live now. Now that we've swatched it, you see the benefit of swatching it. Now, yes, the pigment is there, but it's very light. And so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some more pigment, okay? Because my professional eye can see that that's not quite up to the standard of what my customers would be used to. So I did 3 before. I'm going to, that's another 3, that's 6. Okay, that's 7 there. All right, and then we're gonna mix. Now you see how it did get a little thicker, and that's okay. That's okay. It's not a bad thing, okay? Let's mix it up here. And now you see how, but we're still getting good flow. That's what we call this, flow, okay? Let me make sure. This is kind of looking like a fisheye, a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay. Now you see those little bubbles you see? Don't worry about that. That's just from mixing. Those will take care of themselves. All right, we're gonna keep mixing. Now you see the speed that I'm mixing at? That's also a learned technique as well. And you see how I actually curve the cup, okay? That's another, it's called curving, okay? So you wanna do a little bit of curving there as you're mixing, okay? All right, and now let's test again. So we're gonna put our brush in there, all right? And again, we're gonna do a whoop-de-whoop-doop. And so in this same section, it'll be fine. So again, it's left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, zigzag. So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you see how much more, look at that. Okay, and now we can see that pigment. Look, we're getting the shift of the purple, and then we get all that beautiful orange golden shimmer, and then we get some teal blue. And I think I'm good with that, okay? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this out here and tap that off, okay? And close this up. You always wanna close up afterwards. You know, God forbid you knock it off, you know, knock it off. That's really nice. Didn't see the blues at all, right? When you started shifting, you know, cat comes up or something like that. So now we're gonna take our bottle, okay? And we're going to then take a mixing ball. We're gonna move this off to the side here. So let's get a mixing ball. And you can put 1 or 2 in there. I'm gonna go ahead and put 2. Okay. I like to keep my my quality standards up there, okay? And then all you're gonna do is just pour it in there. We're gonna do a little, let's do a little bit more curving, okay? Let's curve a few more times here, right? And then when you mix, when you pour, don't pour like this. You want to give a little bit of hang time for when you pour. So you want to kind of be away from it a bit and then get that stream growing. There you go. And a nice even stream, okay? See how it's not pouring too fast, not too slow. And then we're gonna very carefully do a little bit more curving so that we get all of this in there, okay? All right, and then we're going to tap off the lip. That's another term, tap off the lip. We're gonna do some more curving, okay? And you see all this pigment that we have here? We're gonna do this. And we get all that in there. Now, you see how my bottle is not completely full? Mm-hmm. Now you might say, well, shouldn't we have added more pigment in here? No, 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 no. I like to, at times, sometimes, I like to add more suspension later, okay? So what I could do is I could add suspension in here and kind of clean this out a bit. So that's kind of what we're gonna do, okay? Just mix, mix, mix. See how we're getting that there? We're getting all those goodies in there, all those bits. Kind of like when you're doing gravy and you get all those, you know, meat bits and you wanna get all the bits, okay? All right, so now we've done that. Okay, good. And look at that. Look how beautiful it is. So now this is what we call a pour topper, okay? So yes, you could have everything in there all at once, but get every last drop of liquid gold. Yes, Zozo & Co. polish. Hi, Mama. No issues. Just switch devices. It says easier on this one. Oh, okay. And then what we're going to do is this is called a pour topper, okay? And we're going to do another pour here, okay? And then we're gonna curve, okay? We're gonna do some more curving. And yeah, okay. Now, okay, so now I've got this pigment on here. We're going to put all of that in there, okay? All right. And then I do notice that I do have some more space, so I'm gonna add some more suspension in here, okay? And this is what we call in bottle topping, okay? So now I've got topper and then in bottle topper. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put the lid on, or the cap on here, okay? All right. And then I'm just gonna do this, okay? This is called tippity tappeting. So we're gonna tippity tappeting. Do some more tippity tappeting here, tippity tappeting. Hey, Melanie Morgan, thanks for joining. I'm just teaching everybody how to make toppers. Wow, last year's class was nowhere as detailed. I should have gone to your class. 80, listen, well, I didn't teach a class last year, hon. Yeah, Two Ducks Given was, I think it was what, maybe 2 years ago where I taught that master class. Yes, I didn't teach a class last year, hon. Yeah. I know, and I know, you know, some of the makers are just not as detailed as me, but it's okay. They get you close enough. They get you close enough. Yes, JJ Babbles, we're mixing. So this is tippity tappeting right here, okay? And I don't know if you noticed, but I'm tippity tappeting, turn, tippity tappity, turn, tippity tappeting, turn, tippity tappity, turn, tippity tappeting, turn, okay? And now we are all mixed up, okay? So now I can take this out here, all right? And then again, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And this is called the sweepy doop doop doops. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so what we can do is, let's see, what color do I have? I feel like I want to use this blue. So this is coming up from MPBE. This is Red Eye Lacquer's Bleach Beach Neon Creams Beach Waves. Tippity tappity turn. Yes, yes, tippity tappity turn. Okay, so we're gonna put, and I'm just gonna do one coat of this one. I believe I can just do one coat. Maybe 2 coats here. Maybe not, just 1 coat. Got some bubbles there. Oh, got a little fuzzy. Hold on, we're gonna keep going till we get that fuzzy at the end so I can, there we go, hold on. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let that dry and then we're gonna put this over that, okay? While that's drying, now what I do like to do is I do like to keep a clean work surface, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this off to the side. Oh, and we just tipped over that polish. Okay, and now I put that on. Okay, that actually got all over. Yeah, okay, one moment, please. Okay, so we're just put this over here to the side. All right, now we're gonna pick out a different pigment. I really feel like this yellow is calling me. I don't know. What about this hot pink, you guys? Let's do this hot pink one. So again, same thing. We're gonna open this up slowly, make sure we don't have our fan on. I'm gonna give you kind of a look inside here. Ooh, look how pretty that is. Okay, we are now, because we do not want to cross-contaminate, so we're gonna get a new scooper duper. That's what these are called. This is, I think, let me see, this is model, does it have the model on here? I think these are the X5 scooper dupers because they've got a bit of more of a hollowed out center versus the X7 scooper dupers. Okay, so then we're gonna grab another here. And again, you know, I'm well versed in doing this, so you know, you do need to be, you probably do want to measure. So now last time we went here, let's just go here, okay, to the 10, all right? I want it to be, what's the word when you're not on the safe side? I forget what the word is. Anyway, so we're just gonna put our pigment suspension in. We're gonna squeeze that in till we get to that line there. And again, I don't measure, but I know that I'm doing this, this is a teaching class here. I'm making toppers. Yes, Slopes. Yes, I am. So this pigment sampler will be available from Glitter Unique for $35 for the pigments. So here's kind of a look at it. Oh, that's pretty. Okay. And this is the one that we just made, which is this one. And we just did the pigment straight. I think we're going to do this one straight, but I think our next one, let's do a little mixy mix, okay? All right. And I'll show you how to kind of have an eye for choosing the right combinations, okay? Because it takes a while for you to get there, You've got to, when you've been doing as long as I have, you just have an eye for it. Okay, so we are going to take our scoops then. And I do always like to start at 3 because you can put it in, but you can't take it out. That's what she said. So I'm starting with 3. Look how pretty that is. Oh, that is stunning. Oh, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, and then we are going to do some mixing, okay? Now, these are bigger flakes, so you want to be careful with your flakes. You don't want to go in there too aggressive, start crushing things up, okay? Ooh, look at that, y'all. Now, what do we call this? Do you guys remember what we call this here? That's our drip, okay? That's drip. Not to be confused with drip that the kids say, which is what you're wearing, right? When you're wearing something that's, cute outfit. I'd love to try, but I feel like it'd end up with mud. No, Robertson Frida, look, no, you absolutely will not. And honestly, some of my biggest sellers have been those that I just threw together and thought, oh, this is it. And then listen. And then I'm bottling hundreds of bottles, getting them out the door, Now I am going to do a few more scoops. And this really is just whatever your preference is. So that's 2 scoops there. Okay, and then what do we call this, you guys? Curving. When you're just cleaning out cleaning off the sides, curving. Oh, that's pretty. Look how pretty that is. Okay, now we're going to get a brush. And we're going to check the swatch, and we're going to do a what? A soupy-doo-doo-doo. And that is left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, diagonal, right? So left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, left. Okay. And again, just like we saw with the other one, right? I feel like I want a little bit more pigment in there. Now, these are all toppers that we're doing, you guys, because I'm not putting any colored base or anything like that in there. These are just toppers. So I'm going to do actually another couple of more. Let me do 3 more. I don't know how many scoops that is. Now you do have to be careful with flakes because it can, sometimes you can put too many flakes and it can goop up. But it looks like we're pretty good there. No, not curling, Zozo and Co. Curving. So we're going with the curve. Hey, Amanda, curving. So see, curving. That's what that's called. Hey, Liliana. Oh, look how pretty that is, y'all. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Beautiful. Okay, let's check our drip. Looks good. All right, let's go and test it one more time and do another swoopy doop doop doop. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, diagonal. Left, right, diagonal. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I think I'm gonna good, and look, you can see the green there, purple. Oh, beautiful. Okay, so now we're gonna get a bottle. We're going to put 2 curving, got it, yes, Zozo & Co. polish. And I know you're new to this, honey, so it's okay. You know what I mean? The joy is in the growth, all right? Okay, so then, and I do feel like I'm gonna do just a little bit more suspension in here, okay? And I'm gonna do this in here before I'm not gonna do any topping. Okay, there we go. All right, and we're curving. Hey, nurse girl, thanks for joining. And we're dripping, we're checking the drip. There we go, beautiful. Okay, and then we're gonna pour. And remember, you want some hang time when you're pouring, so don't pour down here, pour up here. See how you're getting that hang time? That just helps you have a balanced polish, okay? And then we're gonna curve to get all of this in there. Okay. There we go. And then I've got it here. So then I'm going to do this and get all that in there. And I am going to, and because I want to be mindful of the time, I'm not going to tip that one up, meaning put more suspension in there. And yeah, well, maybe I will. I'll just do a little bit of suspension in there and clean that up just a little bit. Okay, just clean up maybe a little bit more. Just get all the bits. Okay, like I said, just like when you're making gravy. Amanda, I am a professional. Yes, I am. I just don't have time, you know what I mean, to like open the store, put all the listings, order the bottle. I mean, it's just a lot. I got a lot going on right now, okay? All right, so we got all our bits in there, just like when we make gravy. We're gonna do a little bit more curving, okay? All right, and then look at that, look at that. Okay. Okay, now you just can take that off. There we go. Hold on, let me grab a, where is, hold on. Now, don't worry if you don't have this. This is special cleanup paper, okay? Don't worry about this. If you don't have any of this, you can use, you know, a paper towel, like a regular paper towel. This is professional grade. There we go. It's meant to clean delicate surfaces. And yeah. Okay. All right. So now Did I put the balls in there? I did. Okay. So we're going to put this here like that. And then I'm going to get a cap. And we're just going to put the cap on like that. And then look at this, you guys. That one is beautiful too. All right. I feel like we could put this over this blue as well. So let's do our orange. Oh, look how pretty that is over the blue, you guys. Look at that. Robinson Frida, you can do this. And listen, I know I make it look easy, but I've been doing this for, oh my gosh, like 20 plus years, okay? No, are you gonna start off like this and like, look how clean my surface is? No, but that's okay. The joy is in the journey. Okay, now let's see what this pink one looks like. Ooh, that's pretty as well. Look at that. So pretty. Gorgeous. All right. So now let's do, I don't even know what color we're gonna do next. Now, what we're gonna do is you wanna clean up your little section here, okay? So I'm gonna clean this up here, right? Okay. I feel like I could do, what about this with some of this? What do we think? Okay, so we're gonna clean up, whoops. We're gonna take, because we wanna keep a clean surface here. So I'm gonna put that over there. Now we're gonna get a new thing here, okay? New cup. And we're gonna put some more suspension in. And now this time, listen, I'm just pouring, okay? I'm gonna show you how I really do this now, okay? All right, so now I've got suspension in there, about that much, all right? Gonna get a new stick here, okay? And we're going to get a new X70, I think this is model X70 Scooper Duper. And is this the one I want, or? Oh, I don't know. What about this red? Let's do this. What about these two together? These two, yes, these two, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. First, let's go with, and when you look in here, you can kind of see what you're gonna be getting. Look at all those rainbow colors, y'all. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to, and I'm using healthy scoops, okay? I'm 51. I don't have time to, you know what I mean? Time to keep playing around. Okay, and then we're gonna mix. Ooh, that is pretty. We're curving. Let's check our drip. I'll bring it closer so you can see. Okay, and now I'm going to add some of this in there. Now, I could use a new Scooper Duper. I'm okay with not using a new Scooper Duper. It's gonna be okay. I'm adding 2 of these in here. 1.5. Okay. Oh, and look at that. I got like a green type of base going on. Now look what we got, y'all. We're curving. I love this because, you know, then I don't have to like think about, oh, do I need to add more white? Do I need to add more? Oh, now it's too dark. Now I got it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just don't have time for all of that. Oh, that's pretty. You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of this. Hold on. Okay. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of this yellow in there too. Laura Cherry says, that's pretty, isn't it? I'm just gonna add just the tiniest bit of this yellow. Gonna brighten it up some, okay? Let's see what we get there. If you can see all that pigment flying. Ooh, look what that did to our base. Ooh, that just gave it some good depth. Now, Zozo and Co. do want to make sure, and I don't think that you would do this, but I do need to make the statement that these recipes are copyrighted that I'm doing right now. So please, I do not want to see these on your website, babe, okay? I don't want to have to get the lawyers involved and all that, okay? So, you know, I don't mind, you know, being a mentor. Laura Cherry says, I'd like to pre-order this one. No problem, sis. I got you. Like I said, I don't mind being a mentor, okay? Because that just comes naturally. But, you know, this is my intellectual property here, okay? I know that should go without saying, but Amanda would like one as well. Okay. Yeah, last year, oh my gosh, my pre-order sold out like so quickly. Look at, I mean, you see, do you see that, y'all? Wait, let me try to do like a little, like a mini mixing video. You know how like I know it's got like the fast thing or whatever, but let me do a little mini mixing. There we go. So you can see all those colors in there. That is beautiful. Okay, let's see what it looks like. Let's do our swoopy doop doop doop. So we're gonna see what this looks like though, because it looks great in here because it's, you know, it's condensed, right? So let's see. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, right, right. I feel like it's missing something. I think I'm gonna put more of the first one in. Now I might name something Scooper Duper. Now see, Zozo and Co. See what I'm talking about? See? And we're just, that little bit that's right there, we'll just get that in there, okay? Because we don't waste, okay? All right. Now, like I said, you do got to be careful with flakes because there is, you know, there is a threshold where too much is too much. But I think it just needed that little bit of extra going on in there. Zozo and Co. says it's pretty though. Yeah, this is pretty. Okay, so let's do another test here and see. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. See how we got more that time. Now we can see that blue and look, there's that purple. Okay, so let's go ahead and pour this and we'll do one more. Let's do one more. One more and I will give viewers choice. So let me put all the pigments that we have out. And you can tell me yellow, pink, red, orange, what it looks like. Brown, green, blue, purple, blue, blue. Okay, so now let's get our balls in here. I would be curious to see how many are in my lungs. The flakes, I know. More, Laura says more yellow in there. Okay, let's put more yellow. I did a healthy yellow. Oh, now we got some more green in there. Yes, I use an air purifier, but I'm terrible about wearing a mask. Zozo & Co says. You gotta do it safe. Okay, let's put this here so we can see. I feel like it kind of looks the same. I mean, I know we put more in there. Should I put more yellow in there? Blue 05. Oh, that's not in this, right? Okay. So let me pour this in here. Let's curve it some. And let's get that hang time. Oh, the flakes in this are so pretty. You're definitely going to use every inch of this bottle. Oop. Oops. Okay, let's move this over here. Oh, shoot. Okay. That is to the tippy toppy. Okay, it's okay. Well, hold on. Okay, it's okay. Let's do a little swatch here. Let's see what this looks like. Ooh, this, y'all, is where I can do this where I can get full coverage. It did give more shimmer, Lord Cherry says. Yeah, it did. That's pretty. Not me giving Great Lakes Lacquer a run for her money. Oh, no, baby. What? Okay. Now, wait a minute now. That's one coat. Ooh, that's pretty. Let's put on a second coat here. Okay. That is very pretty. What happens? No, okay, that's not going to work. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. This, a little bit of this is going in here, and we are going to use this, a little bit of this, in our next polish. As the base. That's what professionals do. And let me get some of that professional paper and clean this up. There we go. Put this in there. Perfect. And then close that up. Love this one. Okay, let's get another polish out. I feel like, what about this purple? Do I hear a train? It reminds me of an Opal So Pretty, Zozo & Co says. Nope, no train, babe. No train, nope. The technique that I just showed you or about to show you is called the carryover technique. So it's often used to ensure that your collection is cohesive. So you use a little bit of the polish before in the next polish, you make a polish, and then that polish, you use a little bit of that in the next polish. It's called the carryover. And I know you, just being that you just buy polish, I know that you probably weren't aware of that, so. Okay, just gonna coat that there. Oh, this purple is so good. This is from 1422 Designs. She'll be releasing this at PBE. This is Keeping Our Head on the Seabed. It's from her Tentacle Terrace collection. And let's also do, who else here? You know what I want to do? Who is this from? Oh, this is from All Mixed Up Lacquers. This is from HHC that opened up last week or last night, this morning or whatever. I'm going to put this blue over here. That's Next Level. I was not aware. Thank you. You're welcome. 2 ducks given. I'll have to remember to talk about that if I'm able to carve out time to do another masterclass for Christy at PBE. I'll have to try to remember to give that little tip in the class. Oh, I love this blue. So good. Again, this is from All Mixed Up Lacquer from HHC. Okay. Well, we don't have a name. We'll have to maybe name them later. Oh, I got polish on that. Okay, that's okay. Okay, so now this is what we're starting with here because we're doing the carryover method. So Laura said 05, blue, this one here, Chroma 05, and then what? Or is it just going to be Chroma 05 with the carryover? Let's see. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Oh, I meant to let you look inside so you could see kind of what you'll be getting. So now you noticed that I just started putting pigment in and did not put the suspension in. This is advanced, so I do suggest at home that you do put in, it's called For My Sister. This one is called For My Sister. Okay. This is an advanced technique, so I suggest that you don't like try to come out the gate doing this. You should put yours in first, okay? But so then when you do it this way, what you're going to do is you're going to very carefully, again, this is why it's called an advanced technique. I'm going to tip, 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 tip. I know you might think it's a tap, tap, but no, it's tip, 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 tip. And then right in that area right there is where we're going to aim the suspension and just let it kind of move into, and then we're going to circle around like that, okay? And that's gonna start melding, that's another term, melding the suspension base with the, okay, let's get a stick. All right, and we're going to now mix. Oh, this is pretty. I don't think I want to do anything with this blue other than this. I don't know, maybe. You tell me. Is there anything that we want to add to this? Let me give it to you on a swatch so you can see. I'm going to add some more suspension. Oh, wait till you see all the colors in this one. That's pretty. I feel like I might need to add more pigment in, but let's see. Let's curve it a couple more times. And let's check the drip looks good. Okay, let's see. Oh, this one is so bright. Love it. Now I don't have enough room for swoopy doop doop doops, so I'm just gonna do swoops. Swoop, 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 swoop. Like that there. Hold on to me. Oops. Oh shoot, did I dig my hand in that? Shoot. My bad. That was freshly wet. Hold on, I'm trying to, there we go. Ooh, look at that. Oh yeah, I wouldn't add. If I had a green, I might, oh, I do have a green. No, I think I kind of just like this by itself, no? Let me add a little bit more pigment in this one. One more healthy scoop. Okay. Yep. That little extra scoop just did it. Okay, let's see what that looks like on its own. Oh, that's pretty. Then I'm gonna put that over this this blue. Ooh. I'm kind of dry brushing it a bit on here. And then I am going to, I'm just going to take a little bit on the side here and let's see what this looks like over this purple. Yes, 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 yes. Look at that, y'all. Look at that over that purple. Oh, that's so pretty. Love it. All right, let's get this in a bottle. And I think, so you get the gist, you guys. There's so many different things that you can do. This is an easy one where you don't have to worry about, you know, adding, you know, creams and, you know, a base, right? A pigment base to it. Just grab the pigment and go. All right, now I do have 3 cups here. So wait, hold on, let's see if I can get, because that makes it a little hard to pour. To get some hang time. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. So then what we're going to do is we are going to put that back in the, so I'm showing you this because this, when you're a professional like me, this doesn't happen, but it's important if I'm teaching you for you to know what do you do when it does happen, right? So the first thing that you do is, you see what I did is I just took it and put it in there. And then you get your special paper, if you have some, if not, just grab what you can. And then you're gonna wipe off as much as you can, okay? So there we go, all right? And now you need to not just see what happened, but why did that happen? So all those flakes that we put in there made it a little thicker than what we wanted. So we're gonna add a little bit more suspension in there, okay? And you see, it's important that I show you what can go wrong so that way you know how to fix it, okay? I mean, this used to happen to me, you know, my first 1 or 2 years in, you know, doing this, but now that I'm 20 years in, okay. So now we're going to pour again. Okay, and yeah, okay. All right. Okay, here we go. Hey Tori, thanks for joining on Instagram Live. I'm just doing a little mixing here with this fun pigment sampler from Glitter Unique that will be available at PBE. We're going to put a little bit of suspension in there and get all the bits. Okay. Get all the bits on your stick there too. Do this. See how you're getting all those bits. Okay, and just pour that in there. So you're gonna kind of top off with those bits. Curve. Okay, and then put that in there. Get your special paper. Hey, Pile Shanahan. Ooh, watching and packing. Oh, I was like, what? Where are you going? Okay, you're packing for here. Okay, got it. All right. And then we're going to put that in there. Just here. And then we're going to do some tippity-tappy turns. So tippity-tappy turn, tippity-tappy turn, tippity-tappity turn, tippity-tappity turn, okay? And now I do have a little polish in there, so let me go get some more special paper. Hold on. I keep a roll of this paper. And then I'm just going to take some remover and just clean up. That's it. Okay. There we go. All right, so look at the 4 that we made. Wait, let's clean this up. Hold on. Let's move this. Okay, let's get our little area cleaned up first here, okay? A moment. So make sure I get everything cleaned up. Because a clean space is a good space. Sampler bag, and we'll put all of our, oops. Now, here's another thing you want to do. You always want to make sure that you have resealed your bags, because if not, you will have a mess. You think you sealed it and you didn't. Ooh, girl, don't even get me started. As soon as I get home from PPE, I'm packing for real. We're moving. Oh my goodness. This is my last hurrah before I do all this. Okay, wait, where are you moving to? Like far, or wait, didn't you just move up by Cary, or you said you were moving by Cary? Because you're moving to Streamwood, right? So this is the sampler pack. There's 10 of them in here, you guys. We're gonna put our cap back on our suspension. We could put this back, but we don't need to do all that. And I am going to get all this cleaned up here. garbage. Okay, and here's what we made. So we just did this blue one. And we put that over this blue here. And here it is, one coat by its, wait, is that the blue one? Right? That's the blue one, right? One coat by itself, yep. And then we put over this purple as well. We started off with this one. Oh, I guess I should have told you. So this one is pigment 5. Well, you can watch the replay and see what pigment it was. This one we put on this side here. Okay. And then we also mixed up this one, and that is on this side here. We made this one, which is officially called For My Sister. And here it is by itself. Did we put it over anything? We didn't put this over anything? We didn't. We can put it over this purple. No, I'm in mid-Michigan and just moving 30 minutes north. Oh, it's just a home that the layout no longer works for our family. I can't remember who that was. Oh, that's what that looks like on that purple. That's pretty. Ooh. Oh, let me make sure I clean this up. All right, so this will be at the Glitter Unique table, and she will also have full kits as well that have, you know, the pigments and the, you know, the liquid pigments or what have you, and these pigments with flakes and everything else at her table as well. You'll also see Nikki and Brian. They host the polish making class with Christy of KB Shimmer. So again, this sampler kit, which just comes with the pigments, you guys, is $35, which is not a bad price at all. To be able to play around and make your own, you know, your own topper. I mean, all you have to do is just add it to suspension base and make a topper, or save it and add it to, you know, add it to a pink and make a hot pink with, you know, flakes and glitter and all that, or the shimmer and all that kind of good stuff. Okay. All right, y'all, let me, I'm going to go ahead and post this replay. I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to come back and we are going to do Hearts and Promises. Oh gosh, it's already 8:21. Hearts and Promises, and then we're going to end the night with Alchemy. I will be back. Maisie's one purchase request this year is a polish making kit. Oh, I love it. That'll be fun. All right. I'll be right back, you guys. Give me about, well, I need to really wash my hands, so I'll be back. Oh, wait, I have to end over here first. Always forget that. And then we'll end here.